What it is, y'all? It's your girl Black Pop, aka Soda Baby, aka Azuka. And you're now tuned into the Talk City. Please make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, please make sure I like this video because I just like this video. I start moving up in numbers. I start moving up in the algorithm. As I start moving up in the algorithm, I start feeling real warm and fuzzy inside. I start feeling like giving back. I start doing my giveaways and growing with you guys on YouTube and getting to know my people. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Because liking this video is like petting a dog that you're not afraid of. Liking this video, it's like saying hello when you come into a room. Say hello when you come into a room.
Say hello when you come in the room first. Be polite. Sit down.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at It's Black Pop. So Talk TV, my backup page. We can get into this video.
It'll drive a motherfucker crazy. Like that shit'll drive a motherfucker crazy.
His rationale is
I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, that explains it. Yeah.
What they mean?
Scorpio. You got a lot.
And the thing about that O, it's not like that O is like mutual, but it can mean different things for everyone, good or bad. That don't always mean it's a good thing. It just means that everyone knows that's that shit. So entangle at your own risk. Oh God, the time has come. Oh my God. It's like, I guess we're gonna talk about Scorpios. It's like, you know why I'm like, because there's a lot of stuff I don't want to give them like credit for, because it's not even like, because you're the one who's doing it, they just like influence you kind of. They don't even be telling you. They just do the thing, and it's like, you know what? I'm about to like do da-da-da-da-da. Anywho, today we're gonna be talking about Scorpios. I don't even have a favorite sign. There's just certain signs that I'm gonna talk about personally, because I'm not talking about all the signs. This is not an astrology show. I'm gonna talk about my favorite sign. Well, it's not my favorite. It's just signs that are the most interesting to study. You know, to me, I feel like studying the Scorpion element, the planet Pluto, learning the energy of it is like studying psychology in a way. I feel like Scorpios is the one zodiac in the sign that when they died last lifetime, they went up to heaven and they spoke to God, and God asked them like, do you think you could, if I give you another chance, do you think that you'll do it better this time? And they're like, yeah, I'm gonna do it better. Okay, so then they reincarnate, but they're the only sign they get to remember their whole past lives, where they when, how, and they get to change the future. And I feel like they have that past life energy. That's like when they let you in, it feels like, oh, it's like kindred spirits. And that's why with them they evoke such strong emotions within you, whether it's good or bad. And it's like, it feels like they're the sign that when they died last lifetime, God was like, you can have all of your powers, you remember everything. When the rest of the zodiac died, we don't remember nothing. We don't remember shit. It's like, okay, I'm gonna give you another chance. You gotta start all over again. With them, no. When they see you, they like read you and like, oh, like they just start code reading, like, oh, you look like you do this, da, da, da. And 8 times out of 10 they right. 8 times out of 10. So let's talk about Scorpio. So let's start out with the planet that they rule. Their ruling planet is Pluto, and the part of the body that they rule is the genitals. And some of my favorite celebrity Scorpios are Miguel, Jocelyn Hernandez. We got Drake, Future, SZA, Sierra, Kaya, Thug, Mrs. Annalie Choppa. Who else we got on here? Pete Davidson, Colin Kaepernick, Stevie J, Future, Diddy, and French Montana. So, let's talk about the planets. So, the solar system that has 8 planets, as you know, it was discovered in the 1800s. But Pluto was discovered in 1930. And it's not that, Pluto had just appeared. Pluto was always there. It was just a really tiny planet that they couldn't see until 1930. So that's how their energy is. It's like you don't know that they're there. Well, no, you feel them, but you can't see them. It's like they've been watching all the planets, all the 7 planets, how you move, and they just been watching in the back and watching the background. So that's why they like to watch you. And even with the stare, it could mean different things, you know. It could mean anything. It's just the fact that they're not afraid to look into your soul and see what's really there to get the information that they need to have. You know, so it could, it don't always mean that they're attracted to you. It can mean that they want to kill you, or, they're like really like, like you really got their attention, like, you know what I mean? And they'll just follow you, like, and then until you're like, and they still might not even jump. They're just gonna still be like, and then eventually stop watching you. And yeah, even with the stinger that they say, the stinger can mean different things, because, they can sting you to like get their space. They can sting you in a way that paralyzes you and you can't leave this toxic relationship. Or they can sting you to get your shit together. And all in all, they do eventually end up stinging their own self as well. So their element is water. They're a water sign, and they're a fixed sign. So to me, they're like ice. It takes a while for them to melt, and they need things a certain way, or they just can't get jiggy with it. Like, and not only that, it's their way or the highway. And if they can have you, nobody can, and he's gonna ruin it for everyone else. Like, look at Colin Kaepernick. He said, y'all not gonna let me play, y'all not gonna pay me, I'm ruining all y'all football dreams. These races. Look at this, like how he's comparing it to like back in slavery time when they would have like, the slaves up on the thing, on the pedestals, examining their bodies, and how he's comparing it to football, how they do examine football players' bodies damn near naked, trying to see how fast they run, how see they can catch that ball. You better run that ball, boy. Better run that ball, boy. Really making them like exposing them for what it seemingly is. And he's like, if I'm not gonna have football, I'm ruining everybody else's football dreams. They seem calm and laid back, cool, collective, and almost too calm. But that's because they are analyzing everyone around them and just seeing, like, filling everything out until, like, it's time for them to take action. When they're intrigued, they will jump into action. And to me, I compare them to the Illuminati, because it's like dealing with them, it's like having like the riches of life and like a special type of nectar that you can't get anywhere else. But in order to have it, you have to sell your soul to them. And if you don't, you can't have it. And in arguing with them, if your points are not valid and true, they will run you over and talk over you. But if you have points that are valid and true, you'll see the difference. They will listen, but they're not going to give you any props for it, or like, oh yeah, they're just going to do it and see the difference, be like, oh, okay, this is what such and such meant. You'll see the changes in them, but they'll never admit that, it's because of what you said. You're just going to see what happens. They are loyal, but they're not faithful, and they will go to any extent to get what they want, even if it means disregarding you. They will ghost you for weeks, and then they'll come back with whatever they've been trying to get, that promotion, that car, that deal, and then he'll be like, see, this is what I've been working on this whole time. This is what, but because of this now they don't realize, because of this now you see that they can be selfish as well. They can be selfless. They would give you the shirt off their back just as much as they can be selfish as well, and will disregard you totally if they have to get what they want. If you've been with them for like 20 plus years, and let's say you finally like caught him cheating, like y'all been together for a long time, he's not gonna explain much to you, but he'll try his best to make you understand why you shouldn't be mad at him, and he's gonna try his best to make it up to you in ways that aren't apologizing. Because if they don't feel like they did wrong, they're gonna stand by what they mean, even if it hurts you. It's because they're so comfortable in the relationship. They know you like the back of their hand, so it's almost like they're daring you to cheat. And then when you finally leave him and you go do you, he knows he'll be back. And he can let you do you. He's going to study who you're with to no extent, and then when they leave, he'll come, like, give it a couple weeks, maybe a month, he'll come back like, oh, how you been? Oh, how's life? How's your friend, your little friend that you had? Oh, where is he? He's gone. Oh, why? Because you belong to me. And that's just how they are. When you with them, it's like you're a part of them. And when they like you, they can also have like a mean side, because liking someone is like a emotion you can't really control. So, and it's really like opening a wound that's been hurt before, So they'll have their stinger and they'll kind of like use it in a playful way, but it really kind of hurt, like those jokes that's like, like, I don't know, like a joke that just like dark humor, but they don't really mean to hurt your feelings, but it's their way of like reminding themselves, it's not that, you're not really you're not all that, but I still like you a lot, and like, what else I wrote down? Because I definitely do be writing all of my stuff down. They are the dark side of the dark side, and they like to test the limits of life, like doing things that come with a brush of death. Like they'll bungee jump, they'll speed in the rain, they'll drive drunk, just they're not wild, but they're very strategic with their wildness. Having sex with a Scorpio, I don't really like saying that they're the freakiest sign. I'll just say they're physically intelligent, because there's certain things that they won't do that Gemini will do, as long as y'all just keep it between that night that happen. There's things but it really depends on the person. You know what I mean? And what you consider freaky. Like, with them, it's like they have high libido. They finish strong. You will be pent up, and it's like you can't get out of, that. You won't be able to get out of that position and until they pull you out of it. And sex with them is like meeting someone that's been talking online. It's like, oh, ain't you such and such that was talking online? And then, they have sex with you, and then like they will demolish you. It's like competition. It's a performance for them, and it has to get done. And it's like, oh yeah, you talking all this, talking all that, and it's like, oh yeah. And then when they find out that you're not that flexible or whatever, that like, it's like they're gonna have their way with you the way they gonna have their way with you. Like, you've been talking all that, like they'll bounce you like a damn beach ball, like, like, you know what I mean? Like, they'll have their way with you. However, they are the type of people that will in you, and they're not gonna tell you. They ain't gonna tell you. You're gonna find out when you go to the bathroom and you take a piss and all of that come out, and you're like, you in me. And he just looking at you like, so you got to be careful with that, because they would trap you if they could. And you got to be careful with that. They could trap you with a child, or they could trap you in a way you don't really want to be trapped. I'm just saying, depending on what level of Scorpio you dealing with, because they have the snake, they have the lizard, the eagle, the phoenix. You know, they go through stages because they are a very intense sign. They're an intense energy. They are black and white, hot and cold. They need it this way, and this is how they need it, or it just won't get done, or they're just not a part of it. Yeah, they'll adjust to your freakiness. Like they are really there in when having sex with you. It's like a performance. It's like a competition. It must get done. They have to score. They're like the third. They're there physically and spiritually. Like, you know how some people, like, they close their eyes. They're trying to ignore. They just want to get what they want. They're gonna get what they want, but they're gonna be there to watch your reactions, what it does to you. They follow your body, and they adjust to your freakiness. Like, they don't want to scare you, but you know, they're just gonna make sure that they, you know, whatever they do it really good, and whatever that thing that you really like, they're gonna do it over and over and over again until, like, okay, it's time to, like, switch it up because you're too used to it. Yeah. So pretty much sex is like a performance to them, and they just got to do good, you know, and it's strong and it's on 100, you know, it's no holding back there. It's like, if he's going to pin you up on the wall, he might break through that. And it's like he's trying to through your he's trying to through you. Yeah. So let's talk about love, hate, and revenge. If you're in a negative type of situation with them, mentally, spiritually, whatever, emotionally, like, and then you get your shot in, you get your hit in, you say whatever you do, you mess up their car or whatever, you do something to their family or whatever, they are very plotting when it comes to that. With them, they're very plotting. So they're not going to get you that day, not that week, not that month. But when they do get you, it's gonna be from studying you, your weaknesses, from knowing where you be at, knowing the things that make you tick. When it comes to, like, their anger, you know how Aries cannot control their anger? It's right and it's there, pop, pop, pop. That's oil on water. When it's Scorpio, it's a pressure cooker pot that's boiling water. It's been boiling, and you forgot that the pot has been boiling and boiling. And when you come into the kitchen and you open up that pot, it's hot water that melts your skin off. And that's how it can be. Even when they say certain things, it can feel just like that. They can say things that will break you into tears. And sometimes they don't have to be there for the revenge. They'll just hear about it. And they do get a kick out of watching you suffer and learning the things that make you tick. They do have a dark past or something that's happened to them that's changed them forever. Like, they could have been a bully, or they've been bullied, or they went to jail before, or they've had near-death experiences, they've ran away, or they've just been like a curious child that grew up really quickly, or just the inappropriate kid on the playground that, like, you know, that explores their physical curiosities a little too early. Even when it comes to, like, you know, the hate, the revenge, the darkness, sometimes, you know, and even the love, sometimes they don't get the flowers that they deserve, you know, after all of the enemies that they've made, because that's just how hard it was. That's just how dark it can get. And that's all people remember sometimes, because you left that mark, that sting. Because dealing with such intense emotion, you can offend them with no ill intention, but you didn't mean to, but they're still offended, and they still got to sting you. and you're not going to get an apology because it's what they felt, and that's how it felt to them. Even though you may see like, I wouldn't get mad at, but they did. They're going to stand in their truth because they meant it. And in dealing with them, the only person that's going to change is you, because that's just what they represent. They represent you transforming. And when it's with them, I feel like it's more on their own time, because they do have a side where they want to be alone. And they're the type of people that they're not going to tell you, they're going to show you. And you just have to follow that. That's their language. And that's why I was like, dealing with them is like learning psychology. You have to be a strong individual to deal with them. You got to be strong enough to deal with them, but submissive enough to let them take control. And they're like someone that God sends to make you see something about yourself. Like if you don't, they're going to push you to your limits so you can know what your limits are. And then that was what they were here to do. Or they can push you to your highest to make you choose yourself. It's death energy of who you used to be, and they bring out that darkness. They bring out what you're hiding. When it does come to love, they will run your bath water with the rose petals in it to the door. They'll give you that massage. They'll walk your dog. They'll send you edible arrangements. You won't even know it. They'll remember the little things about you. Like if you forgot something, they'll make sure they run out to the car and give it to you because they realize that you forgot it. Very thoughtful, very sweet, caring, and they'll help you with what you want to do. And they will give you that public affection. That, those moments that everyone sees. It's like, oh, you're such a good boyfriend. Yeah, Scorpio and Scorpio relationships is like Catwoman and Batman, and they can have they'll have good luck but bad synchronicity. Like they'll get away with murder, kill this dude, kill, and then like nobody will know about it, right? And then one day they get caught with 50 bodies, and it's like when they get caught, it's like, you've been doing what? Yeah, they can have good luck, but when they finally get caught, it's like, yeah, you're done for good. They can be in denial about some of their bad traits. They are snoopers. If they could kill you, it would be through poison. It wouldn't be nothing loud and obvious because it's like the Pluto energy hidden. They got a plot. They got a plan. Yeah, that's how they would do it. What else do we got on here? Yeah, they wouldn't shoot you. They'll poison you. And yeah, they will justify their feelings so that they can the people while they're in a relationship with you. So pretty much that's Scorpio. One of the signs I enjoy talking about. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you Scorpio gang. I'm Sagittarius gang. Yeah. I'm a November Sagittarius, by the way. Anyway, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you feel about this video. Are you a Scorpio? What do you love being about being a Scorpio? What do you hate about being a Scorpio? Scorpios! Yeah. What else I gotta say about this? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts and feelings down below. And we'll get into this next video.